Okay, this question of simultaneous equation we are going to do with the method of cross multiplication. A plus 3b is equal to 5, 7a minus 8b is equal to 6. In cross multiplication method we told you that we must bring all the terms to left hand side. So a plus 3b minus 5 is equal to 0, then 7a minus 8b minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we told you first we start writing the coefficient of b, 3 minus 8, then minus 5 minus 6, then the coefficient of x. In place of x I have a, so 1 and 7, and then the first is repeated at last. Now how do we do that? The first coefficient is, the first variable is a upon 3 6 are 18, minus 18, minus 8 into minus 5 is plus 40. So minus 18 minus 40 is equal to b upon minus 5 into minus 7 is minus 35. And then minus is in between, and what is there? Minus 6 is equal to 1 upon 1 into minus 8 is minus 8, and minus 7 3s are 21. Now it is a upon minus 18 minus 48 will be minus 58. It will be b upon minus 35 plus 6, because minus into minus will become plus 6. So 35 plus 6 minus 35 plus 6 will be minus 29. And this will become 1 upon minus 29. Minus 29, minus 8, minus 21. So a upon minus 58 will be equal to 1 upon minus 29. That will imply a will be equal to minus 58 upon minus 29. That will be 2. 29 2s are 58. Now second one is b upon minus 29 is equal to 1 upon minus 29. So that will imply b is equal to minus 29 upon minus 29, that is equal to 1. So the value of a is 2, the value of b is 1. As I told you, it totally depends upon you that what method are you going to apply for solving a pair of simultaneous equations. Are you applying the substitution method? Are you going to apply elimination method? Or are you going to apply cross multiplication method? Whichever method suits you, you do. Generally people use the method of elimination, that is either making x term equal or making y term equal. I have written two questions, and both these questions I am going to do by the method of substitution. I'll do few questions together by substitution, few questions together by elimination, and few questions by cross multiplication. Few questions to begin with I am doing with the method of substitution. Like 2x minus 3y upon 4 is equal to 3. First equation. 5x minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0 is second equation. Now from first equation I will calculate the value of x in terms of y and substitute it in equation 2. From 1 I have 2x is equal to 3y upon 4 plus 3. That is 3y plus 12 upon 4, or x will be equal to 3y plus 12 upon 8. Out of 3y plus 12 I can take out 3 common, so y plus 4 upon 8, but it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't change anything because I cannot cancel anything from denominator, so let it be 3y plus 12 upon 8 only. Now substitute this value of x in equation 2. Put x equal to 3y plus 12 upon 8 in equation 2. In equation 2, which is 5 into x, so 5 into 3y plus 12 upon 8 minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. Now let us get the value. How much will that be? 15y plus 60. If I take 8 LCM, so 8 2s are 16y, 8 7s are 56 is equal to 0. I have taken 8 LCM also together. 5 into 3y is 15, 5 12 is 60, and 8 was in the denominator. I took 8 as the LCM, so 8 2s are 16y, 8 7s are 56. 15y minus 16y is minus y, and plus 4 is equal to 0, because 60 minus 56 is 4. So minus y plus 4 is 0, so y will be equal to 4. That is the value of y. I got the value of y. Now let me substitute the value of y in this equation 3, because this is what we had got. X will be equal to 3 into 4 plus 12 upon 8. This is 12 plus 12 upon 8. So 3. X is equal to 3. So x is 3 and y is 4 is your solution. X is 3, y is 4, because you got x is equal to 3. 24 upon 8, 8 3s are 24. You can write x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4 as your solution. Now let us see the second equation. Second question, mx minus ny is equal to m square plus n square, and x plus y is equal to this. So from equation 2, let me calculate the value of x from equation 2. From equation 2, I can get the value of x as 2m minus y. Suppose this is equation 3. Now let me put the value of x in terms of y in the first equation. So first equation is m into x is 2m minus y minus ny is equal to m square plus n square. I've substituted the value of x in terms of y in the first equation. It doesn't matter whether I take the value of x or y from first equation or second equation. I have taken out here, I've chosen to take out the value of x in terms of y from the second equation. So I will substitute in one equation. It will become 2m square minus my minus ny is equal to m square plus n square. Now this my minus ny, if I take minus y common, I get m plus n. Or let me transfer them to that side. 2m square minus m square minus n square is equal to my plus ny. So I took y common, I am left with m plus n. Here it is m square minus n square is equal to y m plus n. You know what are the factors of m square minus n square? Factors are m minus n into m plus n is equal to y into m plus n. So this m plus n, m plus n will cancel, and the value of y will become m minus n. This is the value of y. I have calculated the value of y. Now let me put this value of y in equation 3 to get the value of x. Substitute y in 3. In equation 3, x is equal to 2m minus what is y? So minus m plus n. So 2m minus m is m and plus n and plus n. So x is m plus n and y is m minus n. It is important to remember that if it was coming m square minus n square and this side m plus n, you could have written y is equal to m square minus n square upon m plus n, and you would have left it here. No, please simplify it to the most basic form, that is m square minus n square. I can clearly see has factors m minus n and m plus n, and here already m plus n is there, so m plus n into m plus n will cancel and you will get y as m minus n. So substitute y in equation 3, and from equation 3 we are getting simplified form x is equal to m plus n, y is equal to m minus n. These two questions I am going to do by elimination method. This equation can be written as 2x minus 5y is equal to 4, equation 1, and this is 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 16, equation 2. Now I can make x term or y terms equal. When I say x term or y term equal, that means either I am going to multiply to make the coefficient of x terms equal in this equation, or I can multiply to make y terms also equal, coefficient of y also equal. The coefficient of x here is in the first equation is 2, coefficient of x in the second equation is 3. So, and the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. That means I can convert 2 as well as 3 into 6. So I will multiply this equation by 3, first equation, and second equation by 2. So 3 2s are 6x, 3 5s are 15y is equal to 3 4s are 12. When I multiply it by 2, 2 3s are 6x, 2 2s are 4y is equal to minus 32. Again, I'll have to subtract, because in all these cases till now, I have not come across where I have to add. Because here, when do we add? When the signs are of the opposite nature. One is plus, the another is minus. Here both are of the same plus plus, so we subtract to eliminate. This will be cancelled. Minus 15y plus 4y will be minus 11y. 32 plus 12 will be 44. So y will be minus 4. The value of y comes out to be minus 4. Now we will substitute the value of y is equal to minus 4 either in equation 1 or in equation 2. Substitute y is equal to minus 4 in 1. In equation 1. Equation 1 is 2x minus 5, y is minus 4 is equal to 4. So 2x plus 20 is equal to 4, or 2x is equal to 4 minus 20, that is minus 16. So x is equal to minus 8 and y is equal to minus 4. X is equal to minus 8, y is equal to minus 4. I have got the solution, x is equal to 8, y is equal to minus 4. In elimination, I told you, you make either x terms equal or you make y terms equal. Now the next question, if you look on the board, this is, in this question, 41x plus 53y, 53x plus 41y. One thing to be noticed in this question is the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y are quite large. It is not only restricted to 41, 53, sometimes they will become in hundreds or 3 digits, and they will be large. 41 and 53 are quite large also in terms of simultaneous equation. But the speciality is, what is the coefficient of x in the first equation? Here is the coefficient of y in the second equation. Like 41x, 41y. 53y, 53x. So this particular method is applicable only to this kind of question, these kind of questions where the coefficient of x in the first equation is equal to the coefficient of y in the second equation, and coefficient of y in the first equation is equal to the coefficient of x in the first equation. And what is the method? Let's number them 1 and 2. Method is very simple. Once we will add the equation, add 1 and 2. Add 1 and 2. If I add 1 and 2, 41 plus 53, 53 plus 41, both will be same. So it will be 4 and 94. 94x plus 94y will be equal to, and this will be generally divisible by the same. Like it is 94, it will be divisible by 94, and obviously it will be divisible by 94 also. If you divide it by 94, you will get x plus y is equal to 3. 282 by 94 will be 3. 3 4s are 12, 3 9s are 27, 1, 28. So this is equation 3. Now look at this equation and look at this equation. How simple it has transferred from 41x plus 53y is equal to 135. I've got a very simple equation. Now another equation I'll obtain by subtract 2 from 1, or 1 from 2 or 2 from 1, does not matter. If I subtract 2 from 1, what will happen? 41 minus 53, it will be how much? Minus 12x plus 12y, and this will be how much? Minus 12. 147, 135, and because 147 is bigger with a negative sign, so minus. Now I can divide the complete equation by 12. I'll get, or you can divide it even by minus 12. You will get x minus y is equal to 1. Equation 4. Now from these two equations with bigger coefficient, I have converted them to simpler equation with very simple coefficient, like x minus y is equal to 1, x plus y is equal to 3, and it's very simple to solve these equations now. What will I do? X plus y is equal to 3. This is equation 3. If I add 4 and 3, add 3 and 4. Y terms will cancel. Add 3 and 4. Minus y plus y will add to be 0. 2x will be equal to 4, or x will be equal to 2. So you got the value of x as 2. And this value of x you can substitute in 1 or 2 wherever. Put x is equal to 2. Put x is equal to 2 in equation, suppose 3, in equation 3. So x is 2, 2 plus y is 3, will imply y is equal to 1. So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So solution set is x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. But please remember, this method, this specific method is only applicable when you have this kind of condition that coefficient of x in the first equation is equal to coefficient of y in the second, and coefficient of y in the first equation is equal to coefficient of x in the second equation. Then only this method is applicable. Now I am going to do these two questions in simultaneous equation using the method of cross multiplication. I told you for cross multiplication the method was that first we write down the coefficient of y, like 2, 5. Then we write down the constant. We must bring all the terms to one side. Minus 4, minus 9. Then the coefficient of x, 3 and 8 and close it with the same 2, 5. We write the coefficient of y, then constant term, then the coefficient of a, x, and then again close it with the where we started from. The first is x upon, we write x upon the variable x, 2 into minus 9 minus 18 minus 5 into minus 4 is minus 20 is equal to y upon minus 4 into 8 is minus 32 minus 9 into 3 is minus 27 is equal to 1 upon 3 5s are 15 first bracket minus 8 2s are 16. Now we will compare the first and the third and then second and the third. The first is 1 upon minus 18 plus 20 it is minus minus plus is equal to 1 upon 15 minus 16. It is x upon minus 2 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. So x will be 2. That is the value of x. Second one is y upon minus 32 plus 27 minus into minus plus is equal to 1 upon minus 1. So y will be minus 5 upon minus 1 or y is equal to 5. So the value of x and y, we have been able to calculate the value of x and y. This is by cross multiplication method. If we told you in cross multiplication, we transfer all the terms to left hand side and then we write in the form of columns like this. Like here in this question, 2bx plus ay minus 2ab is equal to 0. bx minus ay minus 4ab is equal to 0. Here already all the terms are on one side. We'll write first the coefficient of y, a minus a. Then the coefficient, the last constant, minus 2ab upon minus 4ab. Then the coefficient of x, 2b and b. And close it with the first plus a minus a. And then x upon a into minus 4ab, that is minus 4a square b, minus a into minus plus 2a square b is equal to y upon minus 2ab into b will be minus 2ab squared minus it will be 8ab squared minus this is equal to 1 upon 2b into a is minus 2ab and minus ab. It becomes x upon minus 4a square b minus 2a square b means minus 6a square b will be equal to 1 upon this is minus 3ab. So x will be equal to minus 6a square b upon minus 3ab. It will cancel with each other 2a. X will be equal to 2a. X will be equal to 2a. And then y upon it will be minus 2a square b plus 8ab square. It will be 6ab square. It will be equal to minus 1 upon minus 3ab. So y will be equal to 6ab square upon minus 3ab, which will be minus 2b. So y is minus 2b. X is 2a and y is minus 2b.